नलंदा विश्वविद्यालयस्य कुलपतयः तान् कुलाधिपतयः तान् अहं सप्रश्रयं सम्प्रार्थये।
मैं मानता हूं कि आज का जो दिन है, जो शुभ दिन है, एक प्रकार की नई शुरुआत है। जैसे नड्डा जी ने कहा कि हमारा भारत देश कई विशेषताएं हैं और एक विशेषता जो मानते, यदि विश्व की सभी संस्कृति का अभ्यास किया जाए तो हम देखेंगे कि ये विश्व की, मानव की सबसे पुरानी संस्कृति मानी गई है। एक ऐतिहासिक महत्व है इस बात को। लेकिन आज का जो समारंभ हो रहा है, ये बड़ा ही महत्व का है, क्योंकि हम आज एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय लेने की संभावना रखते एक प्रयत्न करते हैं। इट हैज बीन, मैं कई भाषा में बोलूंगा क्योंकि हमारी भारत हमारी विश्व भाषा है, विश्व संस्कृति है। इस देश में कई भाषाएं बोली जाती है, कई संस्कृति एक साथ रहती है। Friends, I would like to begin with your forgiveness, with your permission, with a prayer. Because it has been a great tradition of a great nation, of a great civilization and a great culture, to begin something that is auspicious with a prayer. I will also begin with a prayer. Namaste Sharade Devi, Kashmir Purvasini, Tvam Aham Prarthane Nityam Vidyam Buddhim Todehim, Sadashiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Sri Jnaneshwar Paryantan Vande Sadguru Parampara. Friends, we are talking today, it's a very important subject. And it is coincidental. Varkhedi ji, I think you have chosen a right place. There is a great importance to what you say and where you say this. In this Dr. Ambedkar Sabhagara. After independence, people had a great question. People, leaders of the nation, who brought to us with a lot of effort and a lot of thinking to have a constitution of a nation, of a very large emerging nation. A nation now today, close to 140 crore people. Very soon, this will be the largest nation of the world. We had never imagined that, but this is happening. Friends, the question was, what will be the national language of this great nation, the great Sanskriti? That question had arisen, and many people were debating. Today we are assembled here in the auditorium that is named as Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who gave us the leadership of constitution of this great constitution of a great nation. But the question of which should be our national language was not resolved. हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा कौन सी होगी, क्या होगी, इस पर बड़ा ही डिस्कशन हुआ था. And if you remember, this architect of the constitution of the nation had argued, had voted for, had felt strongly from his very heart that if at all there can be one nation, one language for this multilingual nation, which speaks now 22 languages, and new languages will be added. He said that, and many people agreed at that time, as if there can be a convergence on this issue, it can be Sanskrit and Sanskrit alone at that time. And we are today assembled here to take this question forward in a very loving manner, in a very united manner, and we should discuss that question not here right now, but this is the question which will again and again come before us. This one. I have to say something on this, because today we are discussing not only what would be the future of this nation, this great culture in the world context, not in the context of a country alone, because we always thought, we never thought of ourselves first. We thought of the whole world. In Marathi, Saint Jnaneshwara is always, I think, enunciated, Hey Vishwachi Maje Ghar. This whole world is my family, not a question of this kind of thing. And I must talk in that context, in that vein. Friends, one question, because this is a very emotional question for all of us and for the world as well, that what is the future of Sanskrit in the context of today's context? We are not talking about what would be day after tomorrow, what was yesterday, this is what this great nation has accomplished. We are talking what are the challenges of today, and that must be resolved. What is that markers which must be discussed in this conference? What is the main issues, core issues, that those must be discussed in this conference, in this discussion, in this dialogue, multilogue? I will raise some of those questions as I understand to my little mind. But you must bear on that. We must pause, think, look ahead, and take right decisions ahead. Friends, what is India today? I think that question, Nadda ji was here, and our Honorable Prime Minister has been thinking about that. Today's questions, today's challenges, and what are the answers I have for today, that will also envelop tomorrow. One thing which we see, once again, our Honorable Prime Minister has been speaking on Bharat as Vishwaguru. Nothing less than that. What will characterize India as Vishwaguru? Bharat, I'm not saying India, Bharat as Vishwaguru. Bharat, the people who are engaged, who are absorbed, Rata, joyfully engaged in the pursuit of knowledge. Bha, here knowledge is the light of knowledge is the issue. What is that? It is sure that today the nation of 140 crore people, I'm just saying 140, I'm just looking into a little future, not far future, what we are saying. The largest populated nation of the world, of 200 countries plus. Friends, one thing we see, as today we have been a knowledge-based nation right from the beginning. We have been knowledge-based civilization right from the beginning. If you talk today's context, and many of us come from many universities, I couldn't believe. I also completed 75 years. And I'm looking at what is that we have today. We are a knowledge-based nation, and we are going to be the world's largest knowledge-based civilization of the world. How many universities characterized, if you say that if a civilization can be characterized by its capacity of creating new knowledge, absorbing new knowledge, and looking forward to new knowledge through innovations, then in that context today we have many of you, of course, know Vijay, you will know definitely, and many of vice chancellors will know that today we are the largest in a nation which has 1,000 universities. We are just studying there were very few universities. Today we have 1,000 universities, and out of which I think we are assembled here and we have paid a great tribute to this convergence phenomenon of three central universities coming together for a great cause of a great language of the world. We have 15 Sanskrit universities. New universities will emerge. Many world universities, like we talk of Oxford and Cambridge and other universities, world universities, today offer Sanskrit as a language. Many of the great people, researchers, travel all the way outside India to learn Sanskrit also. And we welcome that. And we resolve today that in every university of India, amongst the 1,000 universities, every school, we have 15 lakh schools. Swami Vivekananda had wondered that in that time, when he was talking of the beginning of this last century, and he's talking that if I don't have schools, I don't have schools for my children, for my girls and boys. And he had said that if my girls and boys cannot go to school and they have to swim across rivers, swim across water bodies to reach to school, then what will happen to our nation? What will happen to this great nation? Today we have 15 lakh schools. And many of our students study across the world to study. In this context, we are talking, what would be the future of Sanskrit, sir? Another characteristics of a great nation is the large number of students, large number of universities, large number of teachers, which never mind the quality, I'm not talking right now, but we have a vision of our quality. But we are talking about what role Sanskrit is going to play in our education system. Here the issue comes. Education is representation and understanding of knowledge. And if the knowledge has to be correctly represented, you require a language that can express the knowledge of today, knowledge of yesterday, and knowledge of tomorrow.